Hello, I'm thrilled to guide you through the exciting process of accessing your MikroTik CHR. I'm Emmanuel Koros, your go-to instructor for this journey. Now, first things first, accessing your CHR requires a public IP assigned to your virtual private server. Usually, this happens automatically thanks to the installation script we executed earlier and the automation settings of your VPS provider. However, in the rare instance that it doesn't, fear not, we've got a workaround. In case your public IP isn't automatically assigned to the new CHR instance, you need to access your VPS using Virtual Network Computing, VNC, which we talked about earlier. This is like your backstage pass to the server. The default username for this is admin and empty password. So you enter that and hit enter. Usually, you'll be required to secure your CHR instance by setting a new password. This is pretty easy. So you just enter that, repeat it, and hit enter. Once in, we'll manually assign the public IP to the CHR's interface, specifically Ether1. So once they're in the terminal, you run the following commands to list your interfaces. /interface space print. This displays a list of interfaces available on your CHR. Find Ether1 in the list. This is the interface we'll be working with. Use the following command to set the public IP to Ether1. By public IP, I mean the IP address assigned to your VPS by your service provider. This is usually prominently displayed on the VPS management page or even sent via email to you. The command is /IP space address space add space address equals the IP address /24 space interface equals Ether1. You hit enter. This command assigns the IP address to Ether1. Next, we verify configuration. To ensure the configuration is set, we run /IP space address space print. Hit enter. You should see your public IP assigned to Ether1. Then we'll add a root. So we say /IP root add gateway equals the gateway address. If you're unsure about this, you can always ask your service provider, but it is usually the first IP address in the subnet. We'll dive deeper into IP addresses later in this course. Then hit enter. This second command sets a default gateway for your router, allowing it to communicate with devices outside its network. Again, we verify if we have done the right thing. So we say IP root print. You should see your public IP assigned to Ether1 and a default gateway route. Now, why are routes crucial? First, for routing to the outside world. When your CHR router needs to communicate with devices outside its network, it relies on routes. The default gateway route we just set tells the router where to send traffic that doesn't belong to its directly connected networks. Second, for determining the next hop. Routes guide your router in determining the next hop for data packets. They act as a map, helping the router decide the best path to reach a specific destination. Finally, they are essential for internet access. If you envision your CHR router as the captain of a ship, routes are the navigation system. They enable the router to sail through the vast ocean of the internet and reach specific destinations. With that done and verified, let us proceed with accessing our CHR proper.